Good morning, guys. Welcome in. We're getting ready to go, or we are ready to go basically. Just looking in my mirror to make sure that all my trailer wheels are turning. What I usually do is I do a little bit of a zig like that. Especially in winter, you should always do that. Especially when you have a light load like I have. It's a very good practice to actually do that, because in winter sometimes, especially when you drive in a snowstorm like I did here last night, it builds up snow inside your wheels, right? So we're good to go here, so go. And then if it builds up snow like that, sometimes what happens is when you park for the night, the wheels are warm, and then the snow will actually melt. And then when the snow melts, it gets in between your brake drum and your brake pad, and it freezes. Well, then you'll see one of those things where in the morning you'd want to take off and you see somebody's wheels are sliding. They're frozen solid, they're not turning. So that's why it's always a good idea to be doing that in the morning, making sure that all your brakes are released. And another thing that's really good, that before you take off, is I usually lock up my wheels and then put it in reverse and then back up just a hair. That usually breaks off the ice. If you ever had that issue where it freezes up, that's a good way to break the ice. Because forward, for some odd reason, it doesn't want to break the ice as good, but when you back up, it kind of forces more on them. It's like the wheel pushed downward a little bit and it seems to get more traction or whatever. But anyways, we're back at it again. We still got a little bit of snow on the hood there, so it might come flying towards the windshield every once in a while a little bit, but whatever. We're gonna hammer down towards Toronto. Looks like it pretty much stopped snowing up here now. I looked on the radar there just before I took off, and it looks like it's still snowing a little bit up in Toronto area, but most of it has gone east from there already, so we're pretty much in the clear for a couple of hours anyways. Yes, indeed. So I appreciate you guys tuning in again for another show on our adventure here today. Stick around for the rest of the day. You never know what we are up to. You never know. We can film all kinds of interesting stuff, so stick around for that. You never know. We might be seeing another moose, or we might actually get it on film this time, who knows. Here we are in Cochrane, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen. And we're coming up to this fast stop that used to be a truck stop up here. That red building or red roof there for the pumps there and stuff like that. Well, look at this. They blocked it all off. You can't even park in here anymore. So they shut down completely. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, because they were very, very expensive with their prices, and it used to be a Husky, and then I guess this company bought it or whatever, and since then it just went downhill. Everything was super expensive in there, and so I think nobody wanted to pay that, right? So, well, consumers control it. If you're going to have it so expensive and you're not willing to lower your prices, well, consumers are just going to disappear, you know. And that's, I think, what happened. Nobody actually bought anything in there anymore. I think everybody just went in there, used the restroom and cleaned their windshield, and that was about it. It's about the only business people did in there, and parked there for the night, and that was it. Nobody was spending their money in there because everything was so expensive. So I don't blame them. I don't blame them. If it's so expensive, I didn't go in there either. I said nope. You want to have everything so expensive, then go ahead, but I ain't stopping in there. So I'm not surprised that they got their shut down, because the business doesn't no, I can't even say the name. It doesn't exist if you ain't getting any customers, right? Sustain or whatever I was gonna say. I have a hard time pronouncing that name, but yeah. Anyhow, we're cruising down up and down the road here. We still got 700 kilometers up to Toronto, so talk to Scotty a little bit. My buddy Scott. I got two buddies Scott, but one is a truck driver, the other one isn't anymore. And so the one that is a truck driver, he's up in Toronto right now, and he said it was snowing pretty good there last night. And he said that they're saying on the news there's all kinds of accidents up there along the 400 and 401 and all that stuff up there. So but you know, by the time I get down there, I think the system will have passed and we'll be okay. But yeah, it's kind of like light flurries here on and off a little bit, but the wind does look like has picked up a little bit. But for a short period of time the sun actually peeked through, but now it's kind of went behind them clouds again. Oh well. Hey guys, we have just gone through North Bay, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, and it is snowing again. Yeah, roads are not ideal, but they're not terrible either, so I'm able to cruise along here okay. You know, I'm just gonna have to watch out for the others, right? That's how it usually goes. But we got about another 3.5 hours worth of driving if the weather is good up to Toronto, and then we'll be in Toronto and we'll deliver this load. It's just a trailer drop anyways, and then we'll see what else they got for me. So far we haven't gotten any reload offers yet, so I'm not sure what we're going to be doing after this, but first we got to get to Toronto, right? That's number one. That could be challenging, especially with this kind of road. Yep, that could definitely be challenging. But we do have our tire chains with us in case we do get ourselves into trouble. I can use my tire chains. I'm just going to slow her down a little bit for this curve. I don't want to be slip sliding across the road here all of a sudden, right? I always try to slow down a little bit on corners, you know, just to be on the safe side. As soon as we're on a straight stretch, I feel much better, just, you know, cruising along here, you know. But look at these trees, man, aren't they gorgeous or what? Man, this is nice. For that part, it's a beautiful view. In my opinion, it is. It looks really nice with nice fresh snow like that on the trees and everything, you know. Looks pretty cool. But other than that, we're just, you know, we stopped here in North Bay at the used to be Esso there. Now it's turned into a Petra Pass, and they got a Tim Hortons right beside it. So guess what? We went inside, grabbed us a Timmy. Yeah, that's right. Had us a sandwich there and grabbed us a coffee to go, and here we are, back at it again, hoping we can make it to Toronto. I'm hoping this might just be the lakes. There's a couple of lakes around there. It might just be lake effect snow. I'm hoping that's what it is. Hopefully I can just continue on cruising along here. Once I get a little bit past here, maybe I'll stop snowing. Yep. Anyhow, let's continue on cruising along here and we'll see what else we come up with today. It is the next morning, ladies and gentlemen, and we did good. We finally made it into Toronto. It was snowing pretty good there after we left North Bay, as you guys probably saw in my previous clip. And we had quite a few snow plows slowing us down because there are like two of them on both the lanes and then blocking all the traffic. And so it took me quite a bit of time to finally get into Toronto and drop my loaded trailer off, and then we went over to the terminal, and sure enough, dispatch had listened to me. I guess they had listened to my voicemail. I left them a voicemail here in Toronto letting them know that I would be coming into yesterday night, or on this video's night, and picking up that trailer and trying to get out of Toronto, and we sure did. We made it out here, and we're at the Husky / Esso now in Bradford, Ontario. And so dispatch was real nice and letting the paperwork sit out there so that way I could pick it up. So thank you very much. That's a thumbs up for you, dispatch in Toronto.
I know her. Oops, getting a phone call there. So I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.